You know what I'm saying? It's showtime. I got a request. You know what I'm saying? Yo, hold on. I got AOS. I love your reactions, dude. And your perspective, man. Keep up the good work. And here's a video I want you to react to. Look. When I really appreciate when y'all start, like, when people tell me how they like my perspective. Because I try to, you know what I'm saying? I already know I have my own way of how I see certain things. And then when you got people that, you can have a difference of opinion. That's cool. But the people who understand it is what I appreciate. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, thank you. And the other thing is, if you want to make a request, supporters, if you just want to support the channel, link is in the description. You can also become a member. Members, join the channel or use the link in the description, because music videos will, from now on, specific ones, because there's three options. There's videos I can earn from, whether I can just flat out earn or they want to share the revenue. Then there's videos I can't earn from. You know what I'm saying? Those will be up for a limited time only, and then they go straight to the members. They go straight to the members. You know what I'm saying? Only members will be able to look at them. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. And it makes a lot of sense, because I'm going to say this one thing, then we into the reaction. The money that a lot of y'all spend on reactions, I know some of y'all looked at like, man, $5 membership. It might not be for you. There's things, every video will be public. Music videos just will be for a limited time, and then they go straight to the members section. The thing is, a lot of these reactions, if not all of them, the lowest amount has been $5. That's like 1 month, and you can do as many as you want. The most, it was like a year. Like that's a year's worth of a subscription. So it's like, hold on, man. Let me look out for y'all real quick. You know what I'm saying? And we got other little perks that come with it. But with that being said, I want to hop into this joint. Artists who fail to become the next big thing. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're about to hop into right now. So let's get into this. Ready? Let's get it. Let's go.
The next big thing label is one of the most dangerous in pop music. People hype you up so much that if you don't meet their expectations, you're a failure even if you're not. In this video, we'll look at 8 artists that were supposed to be the next big thing but failed.
Okay.
Azalea Banks.
Whoa. See, before I let the video play, because I know you're going to, man, you already, the thing is, I'm hip to her. I actually listen to her music, and I will say that there's 2 things. Pop and hip hop low-key don't mix. They don't really, not really. It has to be done a specific way for both sides to, because I think people who just like pop music, whatever. Hip hop fans, like, it's a little finicky. We a little finicky when you mix it with the pop. Like the crossover, we not always no. And Azalea Banks is like a mixture of the two. Like, because she could actually spit. She's talented. She could actually rap. But she's an artist. She can also make pop music. And I think it needs to be done a certain way for it to work. Not to mention, she came out during Nicki Minaj's reign. That's all I'm gonna say. She came out during that reign, and I don't think no female rapper that came out during that, you got no shine while she was during her reign. You got no shine. She was a champ.
The moment 212 blew up in 2011, it felt like something fresh in a stagnant Nicki Minaj-dominated female rap era. The song was house influenced and hypnotic, and it brought attention to a 20-year-old Azalea Banks, who had been posting music online without label backing. After coming out of nowhere with a bop, She dropped her 2012 EP 1991 and the mixtape Fantasy back-to-back, which added to the hype. She even had Kanye calling her the future of music. She then signed a deal with Universal Music and was being called one of the most promising new artists of the year. Around the same time, Frank Ocean and Skrillex were blowing up. She was even working with Adele's producer, which made people think she was going pop. Azalea was supposed to be the next big thing, but that didn't quite happen as she began sabotaging herself. A messy label situation brought her music career to a halt, and single after single failed to make an impact. But what really killed her career was her online antics. She beefed with everybody. Iggy Azalea, Angel Hayes, Nicki Minaj, Zayn Malik, and even a 14-year-old Sky Jackson, which made the music the secondary focus. She was removed from festivals, dropped from her agency, and banned from Twitter a couple of times. She began being known more for being a Twitter troll.
Look, this is facts. This is facts. Cause when I say I really followed her, like I liked her music. And the thing is, it's what I just said. Pop and hip hop don't always mesh that well, especially if somebody thinks you're going pop. Like, I would honestly say, like, her style was already pop. She could just rap, though. She could rap, which is cool. But when somebody looks at you as a MC and then they start seeing you doing more popular style, I already knew, like, and then I would probably say what really hit, like, I not say it does this with a whole bunch of people like her that's creative. There's going to be creative problems with the label because the music that you want to put out versus the music that they want you to put out to make money is going to be two different things.
Than a rapper. Her debut album Broke with Expensive Taste finally came out in November and banned from Twitter a couple of times. She began being known more for being a Twitter troll than a rapper. Her debut album Broke with Expensive Taste finally came out in November 2014, 3 years after 212, and peaked at number 30 on the Billboard 200. The tragedy of Azalea Banks' story is that she had the talent and personality to become a superstar, but she intentionally ruined her chance by choosing to attack people relentlessly. She wanted her fans to know she kept it real, not seeing the damage she was doing to her reputation. She is
I will say this, you can't beef with industry people, like especially not popular pop industry people. Like, I just got hip to Zayn recently. Zayn is in my opinion, I like him. I like his music. I even got a couple of reactions to his videos. Like, I like his music. You can't beef with these type of artists. You can't, because they got labels that are invested in them not to look bad. They're going to drown you. You're going to get drowned. Like, these people got connections where they could talk to people behind you that you don't even know, that control at a high level your career. Especially as soon as you sign on the dotted line, there's people who could still think, hey, don't put her music out. Hold that. Nah, don't put that song out. Like, she helped. I don't think she understood industry politics. And I don't think you're supposed to know it coming in. But sometimes there's sometimes where I feel like being an artist is all you need to do. Just be an artist. Just put out music. And for her, I think if that's all she would have did, she probably would have blew. I'm not even going to hold you. I think, or she would at least, she would have had a really successful career. Because I didn't even seem like she even did.
Is one of the biggest what ifs in music history. Leona Lewis.
Oh, yeah.
When she first stepped onto the scene,
Hold on, what happened to her? Because
Leona Lewis seemed to have the potential to be a megastar. She had the hits, the look, and the voice. She started her journey as the winner of the X Factor in 2006, with Simon Cowell even calling her the next Whitney Houston. Her debut seemed to justify the hype, as her first single, Bleeding Love, became a huge hit, spending 7 weeks on number 1 in the UK, and 4 weeks on number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 in the US. Her debut album, Spirit, also became the fastest selling debut album of all time, earning 3 Grammy nominations, which added to her accolades. Her talent was undeniable, and everybody was comparing her to superstars like Mariah Carey and Celine Dion, but she couldn't live up to the
Facts, because she can
expectations as
sing.
time went on. Each album after Spirit was a constant decline. Even though both Echo and Glass Heart peaked in the top 3 in the UK, they didn't really cross over into the US. Her fourth album, Christmas with Love, was a holiday album, and her fifth, I Am, came way back in 2015 and was a disappointment. Without a studio album in more than a decade, she has pivoted into film, even though she still releases singles here and there. Leona Lewis was not a failure, but the expectation that she would become the next megastar was too big to live up to. Ashniko. The hype around Ashniko was huge in the early 2020s. Her song Stupid with young Baby Tate.
I'm not even hip to who she is. I don't know who she is. It might be somebody who get in these comments and go, "Oh, you don't know who?" No, I don't. I don't. You might have to put me on. Hey, if you want me to do a reaction, I'll do a reaction because I don't know. But I don't mind finding out.
The hype around Ashniko was huge in the early 2020s. Her song Stupid with young Baby Tate went viral on TikTok, which even got her attention from Miley Cyrus. Her Harley Quinn inspired style and her bubblegum trap songs built her a following. Her aesthetic was different, which made her stand out. Daisy became her biggest hit in 2020, peaking at number 24 on the UK singles chart. Has now been certified gold in the US. She then signed to Warner Records and released her debut mixtape Demi Devil in January 2021. It got her critical acclaim, with some calling her the next superstar. Her music was not really commercial. The hyperpop movement she was a part of was big online, but irrelevant in the mainstream. The follow-up album took years to come out, and the conversation around her name died down. But Ashniko opened for Billie Eilish on her Hit Me Hard and Soft arena tour, which got her a bunch of new fans. She remains an artist with genuine talent and a devoted cult audience, but her chance to become a mainstream pop star seems to be over.
Why? Wait. Why they make her look like she's an old white lady? Wait, hold up. Maybe I'm tripping. Hold on. Maybe I'm tripping. Because I could have sworn like that. She like an old white lady at first.
Artists with genuine talent and a devoted cult audience, but her chance to become a mainstream pop star.
I know I wasn't tripping. No, I wasn't tripping. Old white lady. Yo, let me tell you something. I should have known as soon as you said 2020s. I think everybody who came out, and I was like, I think 2020s is like roughly the SoundCloud era or a part of the SoundCloud era. I think, or let's put it like this: any artist that blows up with a internet following, like when everybody, it's like because the way labels work nowadays, it's like you built up you a fan base. Now here we come to try to monetize that. I don't think it'll ever translate, to be perfectly honest. I don't think anybody who blows up off the internet, like TikTok, viral songs on the internet, will ever translate to in real life music sales, if that makes sense. Like, I know it. This is how I look at it. Viral songs don't always translate into like ticket sales. Like, physical sales is what I'm talking about. Like, if your viralness, like your cult following, can turn into physical sales, you got something. But if all you have is a viral moment, people are, they stream your music, they listen to it, you still need something tangible. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Just something tangible. That's it. Like, that's why I said I think certain artists that I don't even think you need to make it big. I think an artist, especially nowadays, can literally make a living off of music. Don't even worry about becoming the next big thing, blowing up. You can create a core fan base and make a living. Because a lot of old school artists, that's exactly what they do. They got a core cult following that will come out to their show every time they do a show in their city. They'll show up. They'll show up every time. It never fails. Never fails. And I think the newer artists need to take a page out of that book, because if they develop a cult, you got the internet at your disposal. Artists from yesteryear never had a machine outside of the industry. Like, the internet is literally your machine now. It's not controlled in the way people think it is. It's not like how record labels could literally control the media, from radio, television, you know what I'm saying, magazines, you know what I'm saying. Whoever was spending that money, it was an easy way to promote your artist and then tell the public they up next. You can't use them same tactics nowadays. You can't. You can't. That's all I'm saying. It ain't gonna work that way. That's all. Austin Mahone, who's that? I just let you know, I'm always on some type of music. It's always some type of music.
Austin Mahone.
Austin Mahone.
From the start of his career, Austin Mahone's story was tied to comparisons with Justin Bieber. He first started gaining attention covering songs on YouTube back in 2010, just how JB first blew up. The pipeline from YouTube to mainstream pop stardom was established by that point, and that worked out for him. What About Love became his breakthrough hit in 2013, hitting number 66 on the Billboard Hot 100 and earning him an Artist to Watch award at the 2013 VMAs. His first EP, The Secret, reached number 5 on the Billboard 200 and gave him decent hits like Yeah featuring Pitbull, which reached number 49 on the Billboard Hot 100. His immediate rise also earned him an MTV Europe Music.
Do you not see the trend here? This is an old industry tactic with a pop star. They know, some of y'all about to get upset. They know the industry has a formula. They know they can only do so much with a pop star. I swear it. They'll always throw a rapper on the song. They'll always do that collaboration. It never fails. It never fails. Throw a rapper on the song, it gives you the cool factor. And then that's supposed to, pew. Nah, bro. No. That's why I said pop and hip hop, oh gosh, no. It don't always mesh that well. Sometimes it works. It's very, in my opinion, it's small times, a small amount of times that it really, really worked. But it worked for a particular reason. And there's times that it failed miserably.
Award, iHeart Music Award, and a Teen Choice Award. He was also an opener for Taylor Swift's Red Tour. Austin was being set up to become the next teen superstar, but the Bieber comparisons became a ceiling. But the music did not stack up. He didn't like the comparisons, as he struggled to have his own identity. He was also constantly having label problems. He has only ever released 2 studio albums, with Dirty Work, the album in 2017, being released only in Japan, which killed its momentum. Then he disappeared from the spotlight, even joining OnlyFans to make some bread, which has been semi-successful for him. He still makes music, with a Lone Star Story in 2023 being his latest.
Whoa, see? They always talk about the women. They always talk about the women. Austin Mahone, bro. Bro, it got like that. Dang. They always talk, it ain't just the women. It ain't just the women. Dang. Ooh.
His project. He was supposed to be the next big thing, but he now releases singles here and there, which failed to even reach 200,000 Spotify streams. Melanie Fiona.
Yeah.
In 2009, Melanie Fiona seemed to be the next great R&B star. The Canadian singer-songwriter opened up for Kanye West before she had even released her debut album. Her first single, Give It To Me Right, started her off on the right note, and she followed it up with It Kills Me, which was her biggest hit, managing to peak at number 43 on the Billboard Hot 100. She had the vocals and the image to become a superstar, but that never quite happened. She even earned a Grammy nomination for Best Female R&B R&B vocal performance, competing with Beyonce's Single Ladies, which took the award. She was cementing herself as one of the artists to watch. Her debut album The Bridge did well, selling around 450,000 copies in the US. In 2012, she won 2 Grammy Awards, which added to the hype. Her second studio album, The MF Life, was released that year, but couldn't keep the momentum going. It never had a mainstream crossover moment, as the singles flopped. After that, she went quiet. Years passed and no album came. Then everybody just moved on. Melanie Fiona had the chance to solidify her spot as the next R&B pop superstar, but at the height of her career, she stepped back from the major label machine to focus on family, despite her genuine talent.
Okay, I was about to say, because I thought this is another artist where I'm like, hold on, like, how did she fall off? I'm like, because yeah, like the music started to fizzle a little bit, but when it did, it wasn't like the fizzle wasn't like a complete decline. It was like still at the like it was still like, you know what I'm saying? It didn't level out. And then she was like, "Yo, I'm about to, start a family," and you just think that's what it is. Like, okay, she's like, "Yo, I did that." It just felt like she said, "Okay, I did that. I did good. Now I want to do something else." That's what it felt like. That's what happened. To be perfectly
An
honest.
early chart success, she never became the next big thing.
Oh
August
shit.
Alsina. August Alsina has
I don't need. Oh god, they could do a whole video on August, bro. They could do the whole video could have just been on August. Like his decline need to be studied. His decline need to be studied. Like I'm talking study in a way where they talk about like Illuminati and powerful people and how you can mess around and go crazy in industry. Like, hold on, let him. I'm gonna let him speak on August because there's something that needs to be really spoken about when it comes to August, and I'm gonna speak on it.
August Alsina. August Alsina has had one of the most turbulent stories in modern R&B. He first began posting cover songs on YouTube at 14, which attracted Def Jam's attention. His breakthrough came with his 2013 single I Love This Shit, featuring Trinidad James, which achieved platinum status and peaked at number 48 on the Billboard Hot 100. His first full-length album, Testimony, arrived in April 2014 and peaked at number 2 on the Billboard 200. He was immediately in the conversation for
Yo, real talk, Testimony is still a good album. Testimony is still a good album to listen to right now. I'm telling y'all, if you're an R&B fan, you just like good vocals. The man could sing. He could really sing. Testimony is still a good album to listen to today. Like fact,
R&B's next generation of superstars, even performing at the BET Awards with Chris Brown and Trey Songz, and winning Best New Artist. Then, No Love Remix featuring Nicki Minaj was another hit, peaking at number 69 on the Hot 100. Then everything started breaking down. He was hospitalized for seizures and was diagnosed with a degenerative eye disease, struggling with his health for years. His sophomore album, The Thing Called Life, came out at the end of 2015 and debuted on number 14 on the Billboard 200, a big drop from his debut. The third album was delayed again and again, and finally arrived in June 2020 at the height of the pandemic and flopped. That same year, he was involved in mess, as it was revealed that he was having an affair with Jada Pinkett Smith. That started a chain reaction that led to the infamous Oscar slap.
Got into a different kind of entanglement with August.
He tried to use that moment with the song Entanglement, but it felt desperate. August was supposed to be a lasting superstar, but after a couple of hits, he faded from the charts. Chance the Rapper.
Whoa, why they got Chance to this? Okay. The reason why I said August really needs to be studied is because if you go listen to I Love That Shit, I love this shit. You go listen. Matter of fact, if you listen to Testimony, you don't just hear R&B. You hear that thug R&B type of music. That street. It has a grittiness to it. August had, like, he from New Orleans. He has a grittiness, had a grittiness to him. You would have immediately thought somebody from, poverty, a street guy. He might have not been, banger, murderer, woo woo, kill, 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 but you can tell, like, this guy is from the struggle. And what I mean by, like, his stuff needs to be studied, because you take a guy from a particular environment, throw him into the limelight, because I would say, so far out of everybody, like, bro went big very fast. The one thing they didn't mention is, like, that I Love This Shit had a remix that had Chris Brown and Trey Songz. At the time, like, Trey Songz was Trey Songz, like, he was him. Chris Brown always been him, in my opinion. And he got the two biggest dudes in R&B at the time on a remix, and it's like, boom, oh man, these three dudes was about to be like the three kings of R&B. And then next thing you know, you find, like, he's cool with Jaden, and next thing you know, you hear, like, you having an entanglement with his mom, who's married to Will Smith, and then you hear, like, yo, while all these health and weird stuff was going on with him, he been living there. I'm like, yo, this is what I mean by, like, some people have different lifestyles that I know it gotta, like, mangle your brain. It got, there's no way. I think certain people have certain lifestyles, especially Will and Jada. I don't know they inner dealings, but just from what you see online, that looks like something that's very hard to understand exactly what it is they have together. And then you got somebody, like, literally in the middle of it, involved with Jada, and it's like, and you can even tell when they go public, it wasn't like they went public in a way where Will didn't know what was going on. They went public in a way like, we got to explain this to the people in a way that they can get it and understand. Because it was almost like, you don't got to explain nothing, but we were like, hey, I got movies coming up. We got to explain something. And then it just felt like this man got chewed up by the industry and spit out. That's what it felt like to me. That he got chewed up by the industry and then spit out. We about to see what they about to say about Chance. I don't know if I feel this. I don't think Chance should be on this list. To be perfectly honest, I don't feel like he should be. But we about to see what he about to say about Chance.
Chance the Rapper was supposed to be the new Drake in the mid-2010s.
Hold on.
Chance the Rapper was supposed to be the new Drake in the mid-2010s. At his peak, he changed Grammy rules, becoming the first streaming-only independent artist to win Best Rap Album. That same night, he also won Best New Artist and Best Rap Performance. He rejected major label deals and secured a $500,000 Apple deal for coloring book. He had been grinding for years before that, building his fan base. With mixtapes like 10 Day and Acid Rap, Chance was held up as proof that you can become a star without a label push. He had the skill.
If you really want to know what really blew him up, like, I got put on to him when I heard Acid Rap. Acid Rap is kind of, I would kind of refer to it as a classic album of his. Like, it's a good album.
The marketability to go mainstream. At 24, he had the word at his feet, eagerly awaiting his debut album. Then came the big day in 2019. The album was a huge disappointment, getting historically bad reviews from critics and a disappointing chart performance. Even though he peaked at number 2 on the Billboard 200, he didn't have the longevity to the overwhelming hate the album received. Chance stepped away from the spotlight for years. He finally came back in August 2025 with his follow-up album Starline, which got decent reviews, but never made a big impact. Chance...
Look, because I like Chance, so this is going to probably sound mad biased. But he's another example of, I don't think you can really fully, like, as much as people, I don't think you can fully mix pop, like, pop style of music along with hip-hop. Like, he was a respected, like, MC. Like, he could really rap. I think anybody who considers himself, like, hip-hop media, because when they showed Oh Boy, I was like, oh, some of these dudes are hip-hop media, and they're going to want him to be a certain type of rapper. And Chance is reminiscent of feel good music of like I would honestly say Chance is more like if you he's like a modern 80s kind of rapper. And you're talking about at a time where a lot of people are listening to like street rap. And he's coming through with something different from a city that is known for drill. And he's coming through with something different. And I and they tried to give him, you know what I'm saying? They tried to give him so much slack for it. Like, yo, like it's I just felt like it was probably too pop. If you get me, especially if you go listen to acid rap and then go listen to what they're talking about. If you listen to acid rap first, then listen to that, you'll see what I'm talking about. You can't pop and hip hop don't. That's why I say it very seldom mixes perfectly. It very seldom.
This was supposed to be the next rap superstar, but one disastrous album destroyed years of build-up.
I think he's still nice.
Rina Sawayama. Rina Sawayama has been a critic's favorite since the start of her career. The British-Japanese artist blended genres to form a unique sound and built a devoted online following known as the Pixels. Her 2017 EP.
Okay, I see the trend because watch how her not being able to cross over into the States is the because anytime there's an artist, and I've dealt with a lot of independent artists from like the UK and everything, like produce songs for them and stuff. They typically never cross over. Not even going, but they're big over there. They just never really cross over here. And a lot of them do look for the crossover because of touring. I don't think they necessarily need to, but a lot of them are. Sometimes they're signed, and that's the goal. But I'm pretty sure that's probably what he's about to say about her.
And especially her 2020 debut album Sawayama got critical acclaim, landing on numerous year-end lists, with many calling her the next voice of pop music. Signed to Dirty Hit, she collaborated with artists like Charlie XCX and Elton John and earned a Brit nomination. She even got into acting, with a role in John Wick Chapter 4. It looked like she had everything to become a superstar. Despite all that, she didn't do well commercially. Sawayama never scored hits on the Billboard Hot 100. Her audience stayed niche. Her next album, Hold the Girl, did better, peaking at number 3 on the UK albums chart, but it did not spawn any charting hits. Today, Rina remains a respected artist with a loyal fan base, but the early narrative that she would become one of the defining pop stars of her generation has not come true. Which artists who failed to become the next big thing did I miss?
Nah, it was accurate to a degree. Because trying to become the next big thing, because they even had this, I think Spotify tried to do a rollout where they were talking about who's going to be the next big rap artist, like big rap artist, because they're talking about, because it was a discussion in itself, and even like me and some of my friends and colleagues was having a discussion like, yo, what are they talking about? Like, and I told them like, I think we all understood, as far as hip hop is concerned, we understood as far as hip hop and rap music, the culture never cares about big album sales and things of that nature. We really don't. Like if somebody's nice lyrically, like somebody can rap and they create good music, we're all in. It becomes when you start seeing the industry politics, who they decide to collab with, and then they're trying to, become big and they're trying to be involved in the music business, which means they're trying to sell records. And that's why I said, what I have seen in my experience, commercial success don't really work with hip hop, because artists that became like rappers that became really big, it's just because at the time the marketing budgets were stupid. Like we talking hundreds of thousands to millions of dollars of marketing dollars to put an artist like rappers in the limelight. You know what I'm saying? They ain't not doing that no more. They not doing that no more. I mean, you can go watch Drink Champs. Nori talks about this all the time. Nori alludes to the fact that the budgets are not the same way they used to be when he was at the, you know, the height of his career. The budgets are not there. You're not gonna get like a rapper. You let it go, let it go. You're never gonna get. I would say what the 20,000s, 2010s. I don't think I would be very surprised if any rapper can hit. You know what I'm saying? Like can really hit. Like I mean, I'll be surprised if you can anything. I would want to say if we talking Billboard Top 100, I'll be surprised if they can get past. Because I know some people are talking about not charting at all. I would be surprised if you can break into the top 50 because they're not giving them those type of marketing budgets. That's all it is. It's still popular, but there's no one. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, pop and hip hop, nah, no, it don't normally mix too well. It don't, 'cause especially like it don't, not it don't. Either a pop trying to get into rap to make themselves look cool, a rapper going pop to try to make they get make more record sales. It don't work. It don't work because you're gonna eventually flop. It it history is history proves me right, but hey, that's my reaction, man. It is what it is. I say what I said. If y'all want to see more reactions like this, by all means, tap in. Tap in. AOS216 sign off, man. I'm out of here.